Welcome back to Hutchinson, Kansas and the Hutchinson Sports Arena. We have just completed Game 12. We are honored to be joined by legendary Hall of Fame coach Todd Franklin. Nobody's been here more than Gene Best, so you just got to say hello to.
I love it when Coach Best is here.
That's awesome.
I love it. I was super happy to hear it when they announced he was here tonight. Really did. I mean, I started my career with Coach Best in his prime, and I was a young pup. So I'm glad I was able to cross ages with him. Great coach.
You did your thing at Muddy.
Yep.
Won in a place that's nearly impossible, and then they made it tough on you tonight. But big Trailblazer victory, 85-71, back in the Elite Eight.
You know, I think that's our 10th time in the last 20 years. I don't know how many guys have done that in counting Southeastern and Vincennes. We've actually had 12 top 8 finishes because we had 2 times we finished 7th or 8th in the old consolation.
The old consolation bracket,
so
yeah.
We kind of like being here. We kind of like this kind of round, and I'm excited for this team. I think this team is beginning to peak, and we'll see what we look like Wednesday night.
The one thing that I think everybody recognizes in the gym, whether you're a Vincennes fan or a Hills fan or just a basketball fan in general, these guys really feel connected and they feel like they love each other. And you always talk about being a family, and it feels like there's that connection right now in the Trailblazer locker room.
There is, and it goes way back. You know the days back in the cornfields at Southeastern Illinois. And I looked up tonight, I saw Coach Reynolds, J.R. Reynolds from Southeast Missouri's up there, Pun Tisdale's up here, Rusty Elmore, former assistants here. We got them everywhere, man. And people sometimes can't understand it because we ride them pretty hard, but we love them pretty hard too. So we're super happy because I think these are family-type business games. You know, Vincennes, our basketball family, taking on Indian Hills. You know, we all want to be the best, and we don't like taking second to anybody. And it's important to all of our past guys. I heard from them all day today. Say, hey, Coach, it's time to shine. So I thought our guys did. And
there's a lot of guys that shine tonight. And, you know, the guy that maybe gets all the publicity nationally is LeBron Thomas, and he's terrific. But I want you to talk about Hussein Amaraji a little bit. I mean, man, 20 points. 4 rebounds. He was just a man inside. Nobody could push him around. How proud are you of kind of how far he's come throughout the course of the season?
Well, when he come walking into us, of course, he didn't in the gym all spring where he was, supposedly. So when he shows up for the summer, Hussein had to weigh 285, 290, and it wasn't good weight, let's put it that way. He's come a long way. It's the power of work. You know, and some guys wonder why we push him, why we work, why we do. Well, look at that. If you just saw Hussein June 1 and you see him tonight and under the bright lights where he's gotten, and that's just work. He's worked, he's listened, he's improved, and now he's showing up in the moment.
Yeah, he's one of 3 transfers you brought in along with Brian Akonmu, Michael Cooper, along with Hussein, right? These were guys. Well, you brought in Ali Sacco as well, who came off the bench and
he had big minutes
as well.
in the first half.
Those were 3 big minutes for you.
Right.
But you know, Brian and Michael, maybe not part of really winning programs. I mean, this has to be super special for them to kind of see the progression of what was happening all year long. You know, to be here in an Elite Eight. I mean, that's why you bring them here for.
Oh, I think they're excited. I mean, we were excited all year. You know, we just kept getting better, and we had a great run, and then we got a little flat. You know, and that happens. And we don't probably put as much emphasis on the district tournament as we used to with the new world where you're going to get in, you know, and if you think you've met the standards, that type of deal. Not that we're not trying to win, but it's a little different. We don't show everything, and so it's probably my fault. I didn't have him on the edge. LeBron hadn't practiced for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And, you know, no excuses. Coach Hancock and Kaskaskia played great. But, you know, it's not the same team that you're seeing out here right now. But we were that team down the stretch. It was one day that we weren't. I think what you're seeing right now is a continuation of the work that our guys had. You know, we hadn't lost a game since December 1. You know, Travell Bryson didn't play most of the whole first semester. He was hurt. Ali Sacco didn't play at all. I mean, we had guys out. Michael Cooper missed time. We had a lot. LeBron's had injuries. This hasn't been the team that, you know, it's just had it nice and smooth, but they've kept plugging. You can see the energy on our bench, our guys. I mean, it's all genuine. None of it's fake. And right now we're relying on the sophomores. It's their time. And as we tell the freshmen, hey, if you're good enough to be out there right now, it's great. But if not, hey, this is the sophomores' time. And the sophomores got to step up, and I'm super proud that they are. I think they have both nights here, including, like I said, Ali Sacco, who's 3 minutes in that first half.
Got a big bucket.
Huge.
Yeah, got a real big bucket.
Very huge. He played, got a big rebound down here, gave us good minutes. So all those sophomores right now are contributing to this run.
Coach, talk a little bit about Brian Ekonmu, that physicality that he brings. I think there's a lot of things that he does that coaches tend to overlook, especially when they're recruiting from junior college to the higher level. Just that toughness and that ability to play multiple positions. But, watching him lock in with you when he needed to have a readjustment to what he was doing and just seeing him learn there. Obviously, I've known him for a few years, and seeing that step that he made this year has been really impressive.
Well, again, it's work. He's worked. He's had to learn how to really play over the shoulders, which is, common guys from overseas don't do it as much. There's things they do better, but that's not. And in his case, he needed to be a guy who did that.
Yep.
And so to fit his game is things that we do. And so, he had to learn it. And even now, there'll be moments tonight he'll start turning around and getting a little out of sorts, and you got to go back, get level, make your reads, see your things, trust it, go. And when he did, you saw after halftime, all right, now here we go. And he knows it, but it's like I said, it's just the first year. So we're still, every once in a while you fall back a little bit in the habits, got to recorrect and go. And we'll just race that thing, see how good we can get, hopefully by Saturday.
Coach Franklin, congratulations. Thanks so much for joining us. You have the winner of, I have to think about it now, Panola and Frank Phillips. So we'll let you enjoy this one. Hopefully you can find something to eat tonight somewhere. And
Freddie's got us in the other night, so we'll see if they'll get us in again.
Hopefully Freddie's will take care of you. Had a little good luck there with Freddie's. And looking forward to see you Wednesday night in the Elite Eight.
Well, we're super happy to be here, guys. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. That's Hall of Fame coach Todd Franklin. Only one person has been here more to this national tournament than Coach Franklin, one of the great coaches at any level of basketball. 85-71, Vincennes wins. Really impressive 40 minutes of basketball from the Trailblazers tonight, Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, that was just, it really seemed like kind of a master class all over the place. Just that toughness, that intensity, throwing that zone out there. Again, we talked about it at halftime, something that they really didn't do all year. If anybody's going to make it hard to scout, it's going to be Todd Franklin.
Yeah, he's a master, little Jedi mind tricks that he does. And, it's fun to watch them. There's a beauty in the simplicity of the things they do, and I think sometimes people take that for granted at doing things that might be considered basic or fundamental to do them really well, such as post-entry, which I think LeBron did an amazing job at that, getting baskets for Amaraji and Ekonmu inside. Let's see, they have LeBron for 5 assists tonight, only 3 turnovers. I mean, Indian Hills put a lot of pressure on the Trailblazers for the game, only 11 turnovers, a team that is hard to speed up. Man, let's take a moment and just talk about Indian Hills. They had a great season all year long. They were, top 5, top 6 nationally the entire season. A lot of really talented kids whose best basketball, I think, is in front of them. Sure. I mean, we have, what do we think, Brandon? Probably 10 kids on this roster, if not more, that'll be playing Division I basketball somewhere. This is a very talented Indian Hills team that I hope the people of Ottumwa are really proud of.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a team that just had a bad night, and Vincennes had a great night. Todd Franklin, again, no stranger to this building. No, no stranger to winning here. And so, as Indian Hills goes back, there's a lot of super positive things to draw on from what they accomplished this season. And, we know we'll see them back here.
Great night. So this quick recap of today, the winners. In game number 1, Connors with a mild upset over, not mild, it was a big upset. Number one team in the country. Cali comes from behind. They beat Triton. We have South Plains, who looked really good, and Vincennes. Those are your 4 teams that have punched their ticket into the Elite Eight. Tomorrow we'll have 4 more. So we have we'll start off Z formation, Zurich formation. We got Daytona and Barton.
Yep.
How pleasant that will be. Trinity Valley and Trinidad State. Can't wait for that. I know those 2 guards, their lives are going to change after this week. There's no doubt about it.
You would think so. I mean, probably kind of our Cinderella right now out of the 23 hole. Yep.
Coach Mike Folda as well, one of the great ones in the game. As we continue to the Z formation, we go down to the bottom left-hand quadrant of your bracket. That's going to be Angelina versus Jones. I mean, I think we're both really excited to see the Firm 2.0 play out here in the sports arena.
Absolutely. And J.J. Montgomery coaching them up hard out there.
Oh, man, he's awesome.
Was an absolute joy to talk to afterwards. And so, he's going to have those guys ready to rock. Newton Mueller, one of the best coaches in the country, has the Firm at his disposal. We'll see what happens.
He's going to use all of his resources. And then finally, the nightcap tomorrow night is going to be Frank Phillips. Super excited to see Medishore again. And we finally get to see the big pony, Joe Kuligowski, and the Panola Ponies take the court. Man, Brandon, we had a great day of basketball today. We had we had things we're super happy about. We had moments of sadness. This was an emotional roller coaster for everybody. 4 great games tomorrow on the slate. We will know who the Elite Eight are in just 24 hours. For Brandon, Nick Nielsen saying good night from Sam Butterfield Court and the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Thank you and have a great evening.